It's been a while since I've had put on my podcast, since Mrs. Bear has been teaching. Just wanted to give you some information about how things have been going in class. Mrs. Bear is finishing up her student teaching, and we'll be having a celebration for all of her accomplishments on December 13th, which is a Thursday. She graduates that Saturday, so we are excited to celebrate everything that she's accomplished this semester. As I'm working my way back into taking over all the classes, we had just finished up our technology unit and our Witch of Blackbird Pond novel unit, so she's done a fantastic job, and I'm hoping that the students have told you all about the wonderful things that they've been learning. Some of the highlights that I want to make sure that you are aware of is that we got to Skype with an author. They read the book in class, The Truth About Truman School. They got to Skype with Dory Butler. That was pretty exciting. She is from Iowa and donated her time, did not charge us for her visit to our classroom via the internet, so that was spectacular. Students asked her a little bit about the writing process and about how she did her research, writing the book. That's always fascinating to me as a reading teacher, but also as an avid reader, on where they get the ideas, where they come from. She talked a little bit about how she did the research and how many schools that she had emailed and or talked to students about the cyberbullying that was going on, and I think the students gained a great deal of insight about that process. So that was a fantastic opportunity for them to be able to visit with an author in the classroom at the same time. So that was pretty fantastic. And then we just finished up our projects for the Witch of Blackbird Pond novel study, and many of the students did a fantastic job on their colonial research project. We had a lot of people bring in some very quality work, and I appreciate all their efforts. They did a fantastic job with that. So we are moving on to our next unit, which is about drama. And no, it's not about the social drama, it's about the literary drama. We have plenty of the other in middle school, but we've been taking notes, and we started reading The Christmas Carol, which we are very excited to be seeing the theatrical performance at Governor State University on Friday. We're going to be learning about different types of plays besides reading them in the scripts. There are going to be teleplays, radio plays, screenplay opportunities, and to learn about those besides the theatrical ones. And we'll have some students doing performances in class and doing some readings out loud, so that should be exciting for the students. In English, we have been talking about adjectives and integrating some new technology into that, and the way that it's presented. We've been doing our DOL, of course, and our spelling units, but I think the most exciting discussion has come out of our journaling, which we're approaching doing more writing on the topics of, or the genre of argumentative writing. And the topics that have come up were do manners matter, and most recently about cloning animals that are extinct. So ask your son or daughter about that. That has been very interesting to hear their point of view on what they believe is important. Behind me, you can see that we have a new bulletin board for our reading theme. We ended our Reading Olympics at the end of the quarter, and now we are working on To Proficiency and Beyond, which is a little spin-off of Toy Story and Being a Star Reader. So we give out stars every Friday. This week will be Thursday because we don't have regular class on Friday, but every Friday we give out stars, and each star represents a number of RC points, and the students get to write their names on the stars and then place them up on the board, and it's a big ordeal. We got music playing, and they get to go and tape them up there, and they have been looking forward to doing that each week. So I'm excited for them when I get to present them with their star as they keep making their RC goals. I like doing that. The other thing that is interesting about that bulletin board is that each of the star colors represents the heat numbers for the stars themselves. So the lowest number that you can get a star for is 10, which is the coldest star besides black, but I didn't create a black star, but it's measured by the heat in kelvins. And above my shoulder, you'll see on this side, there's a little shape of a spaceship, and it kind of marks out what those temperatures are. So the brown star is the least warm, going up all the way to the blue star, which is the hottest star. So the RC points are measured in correlation to the heat numbers of the stars. So it goes brown, red, orange, yellow, white, and then blue. So the hotter they are at reading and becoming a star reader, the warmer the star color gets. So there's a nice little scientific correlation with that, using visual and the interactive bulletin board tracking their RC progress. So that to me was pretty exciting. Speaking of progress, I started instituting this sheet here that you might see, weekly progress form. You may or may not have seen one of these. Ask your child about that. What this is I'm sending these home to parents to let them know whether or not their student has turned in all of their work. It gives you an RC update, and it also talks about whether or not their conduct was satisfactory or unsatisfactory for the week. It'll be on a half sheet of paper, and I'm asking students to return it with a parent signature so that I know that you've seen it. When they return it the following day, then they can get a no homework pass for me to use on a daily practice activity. So that's kind of like an incentive for them to help me keep up communication with you about their progress. So not only is it say, what's your homework completion, how are you doing with that, which you can check on Info Now, RC, but behavior, there's a lot of information on one sheet. And then they get a reward for returning it. So if I pass them out on Friday, it will be due that following Monday. And that helps them also with a little bit of a responsibility of getting things turned in to me. So it's been working out quite nicely. So I've enjoyed getting those back and getting the responses from the students when they first get it, because that's another way for me to communicate with the students besides the parents at home. So, well, until next time, I guess we'll stay in touch. Please feel free to give me a call on my phone. Most of you have my numbers, my email. You can text me, follow me on Twitter as well. Hopefully everyone has a great week, and enjoy the holidays.